Hello there, I hope you're well. If you've watched any of my previous vacuum review videos, you'll know that I'm not a fan of these things, the cable hooks. I very rarely use these. These cable restrainers on a vacuum, yes, they allow you to keep your cable tidy. I don't use them. Moving on, we have the cord hooks, which, as I told you when I first unboxed this, I wouldn't be using, and then I would be wrapping the cord, slinging it around the neck of the vacuum, which I have duly done. In terms of the cable ties, I did tell you I wouldn't be using those. As you can see, my cable is in very good condition. There's no kinks in it, there's no bucks or burrs, which you'll find if you wrap the cables around these cable holders, you will find that the cable eventually kinks, and I don't like that. I find it a bit risky. There's a cord hook, as there usually is on these devices, and if you've watched my shark videos, you'll know I won't be using it, and you'll know why. As always with a vacuum cleaner, I will not be using these things, because these things just make the cable kink. And what I've always said is when you wrap your cable around these after you've used your vacuum, the cable has had an electric current flowing through it and it's quite warm. So when you wrap it around, you run the risk of the cable constricting and ultimately becoming damaged. And that's exactly what has happened here. Look at that. Can you see how the cable, the inner core, has got twisted and wrapped round not once but twice? And as the cable is constricted, that's become fixed in place. Now, as this cable is continuously moved around, those cables are rubbing together, and eventually they will actually short out because the bare wires will be revealed. It's not just in one place on this cable either. It's happened there, and also there. And of course, one of the other problems with this kind of issue is the cable could actually split unawares to you, and if you happen to touch it, you could end up getting an electric shock and electrocuted. So yeah, this kind of, I'm still uncertain as to why electrical engineers and vacuum cleaning engineers and vacuum manufacturers put those cable hooks on here. I really aren't sure. This is why I only ever very loosely wrap the cable up and then sling it over the handle. And leave it hanging. And then you don't have any of the issues or any concerns about the cable ultimately cramping and becoming damaged. I hope you found that useful. If you have, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't, or you don't like it, just give it a thumbs down. It's always your choice. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, by all means hit that bell notification and the little subscribe button, and then whenever I upload another video to YouTube, there's a little notification that I've uploaded a video to YouTube. None of that costs you anything. How cool is that? And I know that you really don't like to miss out. Well, I hope you don't. Anyway, you take care of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Cheerio.